I'm getting
Well, another thing I've run into also, I was told yesterday there's a mass exodus of Russians from Israel going back home.
Yeah. No, it's everywhere.
I mean, they don't want to be incinerated if the Zionists start a war.
The top, there have been several articles. First one was in the Jerusalem Post, richest man in Israel leaves, was the other one. The top richest 10 Jews in Israel in the last 6 months have left, sold their houses, and moved to London and to Switzerland. Moved to England and Switzerland. What does that mean?
It means they want to be out of harm's way.
May not be caused by EMF radiation alone. Computers and TVs release chemicals into the air which are inhaled and accumulate in house.
And they probably are. I mean, they're part and parcel of what our government does, so there's not much difference. And I don't think no matter who's elected, there'll be much difference in the future as far as the Oval Office is concerned.
Hey, Bob, did you just hear that noise over the line?
No.
If I turn this up, I get a broadcast.
Family. Check out rawair.
I don't.
Or call.
Yeah, they're running ads for raw air. Can you guys turn that off for me, please? I'd really appreciate that.
66-996-7189.
If they don't get it off the air, we'll send somebody after them.
That's right. Whatever. It doesn't even matter.
One of those off-duty cops with the special uniforms.
Oh, God help us. There's a lot of cops and a lot of government people and a lot of bureaucrats who think this is all funny and cute, and they send me emails and they say, yeah, we're going to get you, we're going to kill you, we're taking over. And you'll go to their MySpace and they're a cop or they're military, and they're proud of it. I mean, a lot of them think this is fun. They don't know history, do they? They don't know what they're slated for, both fighting us, but also working for this evil system. They think it's real cute what they're part of. It's like a little petty power trip. We're going to get to do whatever we want. What do you say to them, Bob?
Well, there's 450 million weapons in the United States. If we cut the population in half, we probably have about 100 million, perhaps, adult males over, say, 16 years old. Probably 70% of them have shot weapons before. And with 450 million weapons and fielding 50 million people, or even 25 million, or even 5 million, there's going to be no contest. The kill factor will be very large, perhaps in the hands of the professionals, but we're going to win.
Well, the other big...
They cannot win. It is impossible.
Well, the other big problem is that's why they have the face scanning cameras and the tracking grids and the smart dust, and they admit that's Northcom dominance. It's so incredible to read John Warner Defense Authorization Act or read Northcom plans. They say we're the enemy. They say they work for Wall Street. They say the military brass lists the American people as enemies. And I don't think the listeners fully grasp. I mean, they're not even debating it, Bob.
No, they're not. And they think they're gonna do what they want to do, and it's not going to happen that way. America is still a sleeping tiger as far as the populace is concerned. And again, I think they've underestimated them, and I think they're going to have serious problems, terminal ones.
All right. I'm going to skip the final break. Ted Anderson wants to talk to you off air, so I'll let you talk to him when the show ends, Bob. Let's go ahead and go to the calls. Again, cops are going to take your grandma's pension. They're going to take stuff from your family. People I know you'll strut around at family dinners and kind of go, I don't want to hear about it. But you're going to be hurt by your system. You're going to wish to God you'd have fought with the people. I know a lot of you are planning to. Jesse in the Netherlands, where the Queen of Orange sits firmly ensconced, getting the monopoly on Iraqi oil last week. You're on the air, Jesse.
Hey, Alex. Everything you've done so far is awesome, and people around the world are waking up. Since I'm too far away from the United States or any crowded places where I could go tell people about what's going on and getting them to tune into your show, I went online, and actually today there's an event in Second Life, which is a virtual world.
Yeah.
And I visited a digital memoriam, 9/11 memoriam. And I had a T-shirt on, and the text on it was, investigate 9/11, honor the fallen by relentless pursuit of truth.
Oh, good. So you went to this virtual thing that tens of millions are involved in. How many people were at the memorial?
Well, I've been here all day, and I've seen thousands of avatars pass by. And, well, what then happened was the admin banned me from the land because I was wearing that T-shirt and giving those T-shirts.
See, I want to write an article about this, Bob. I'm sure you know about this. There's several virtual realities that tens of millions play in these games. It's like they're real. But this is how Matrix Insertion, the Pentagon plans to put us in the pods with this, because the Wirehead, well, that's a new function coming up. I'm not kidding, folks. It's all real. The point is, yes, so you're there. Thousands come by and see your T-shirt at the virtual memorial. They wanted to run an op inside there, and then the admin banned you because you had that shirt. Outrageous. We need to invade with the members of that with more shirts right now. Where is that area where your First Amendment's being violated in virtual reality?
It's named Second Life, and the area name that it's in is actually named World Trade Center.
Okay, so not only is 9/11 Truth banned right around the real World Trade Center, but in Second Life, there right now. Now, what did this degenerate admin say when they banned you in virtual reality?
Well, I'll translate it to English for you. I have it right here in front of me.
My God, this is science fiction. I mean, we're talking about protesting in virtual reality. I'm sorry, go ahead.
He says, "You're really looking for it, huh? I think it's very nasty of you to act so innocent and then walk around here annoying the people with your conspiracy theories. I'm going to report you to Linden Labs, who runs Second Life, of course, who banned you from my sim, and now you're muted. Goodbye."
So just like in the real world, can't wear your 9/11 inside job shirt. You could have a pierced nose or a devil tat. That's okay, but don't actually really be individualistic. Bob Chapman, what do you think of this?
It's something that I didn't expect, and it will progressively get worse, and they will pick up more and more people and impound them and get all their information and warn them. If they're picked up again, they won't be heard from again. And that's where they're going to go about it, particularly with young people. Because young people are generally in better physical condition than adults, and young people can become combatants much more easily.
What about the Alexander Solzhenitsyn quote about when the Gestapo or the GRU, how we burned in the camps, wishing that when the secret police came out to grab us, we would have met them with hatchets in the doorways?
Well, maybe that will come to that in our country.
Does that ever happen in the virtual reality sims? Do people ever go wild there? Jesse.
Well, yeah, it certainly happens. And my idea to basically get the people informed was to get more listeners who listen to your show to get on Second Life. And if I'm allowed to give out my avatar name so that people
go ahead.
Me, it's 9/11 Truth, and the last name of the avatar is Sky Tower.
9/11 Truth Sky Power. Everybody who's in Second Life, and I know you're out there listening, Attack Pattern Delta. Go now. Let's get all the 9/11 information we can in there and take over right now in that virtual reality area immediately. We're going to skip this break. Final segment. Better get over to Infowars.com, folks, to listen. All right. Thank you. I want to move through these calls quick, but Jesse in the Netherlands, this is science fiction. We're in the future. I mean, we're virtual reality on the web and AM and FM, both old world, new world, and where people are being banned in virtual reality with tens of millions. How many? I know it's tens of millions now that are in Second Life. How many are part of Second Life, Jesse?
Let's see. Logged on in the last 60 days are 1,132,474 avatars. And at this moment, there are 60,000 online.
Okay, there's another one that's bigger then. What's the other one?
Excuse me?
There's a bunch of other games, aren't there?
I didn't quite get that, Alex.
Well, okay, I appreciate your call. My point is, there's some other ones that are bigger, some other virtual reality games. I've seen their numbers. Okay, let's take another call here. Let's talk to Paula in Canada. You're on the air with Bob Chapman. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I'm calling from Canada.
Hi.
Me and my 3 children listen to you with my husband as well.
Welcome.
We followed you for about 11 years now. And for the Truth 9/11 movement, my husband and I did 2 websites. And I'm printing T-shirts. We've given out about 500 DVDs to expose the government, basically because I want to deprogram my family, my friends, my parents, everybody that I've been around in my life. I've dropped my feminist career, turned my back as a Canadian athlete. I've turned my back as a police officer. I've turned my back as a model. I've turned my back on everything.
Wow.
Basically.